Detach to win. Musashi and Sun Tzu on letting go of the outcome. Success is often imagined as the result of relentless control, obsessive focus, and a tight grip on goals. But two of the greatest strategists in human history, Miyamoto Musashi and Sun Tzu, take a different path. They teach that true power arises not from control, but from detachment. Musashi, the undefeated samurai, lived by the principle of acting with precision without clinging to the outcome. His strikes were deliberate, but his mind was unshaken by victory or defeat. He wrote, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain." And yet, he walked his path without hesitation, unattached to praise or failure. Sun Tzu, the ancient Chinese general, saw attachment to a single outcome as weakness. "Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory," he advised. Why? Because strategy is fluid, and attachment to success blinds you to the present moment. This reflection explores how detachment is not giving up but sharpening your vision, strengthening your actions, and achieving deeper freedom in how you move through life and leadership. 1. Action without expectation. Musashi trained daily not for fame or legacy, but to master the way. He didn't fight for recognition. He fought to align his actions with principle. In his Detachment, he writes, "Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. Do not, under any circumstances, depend on a partial feeling." This is pure detachment. When you act from clarity, not from the need to prove yourself, you'll gain presence, precision, and peace. You move from inner alignment, not outer approval. Sun Tzu echoes this by emphasizing adaptation over attachment. Water shapes its course according to the nature of the terrain. He says, "The strategist does not demand reality to conform. He reads it, flows with it, and responds with clarity, not desire." 2. Why attachment weakens strategy. Attachment to outcomes creates blindness. Musashi warned that when a warrior becomes obsessed with one form, one stance, one weapon, he becomes predictable. That predictability makes him vulnerable. Sun Tzu described this vulnerability in generals who rely on past victories. A general who wins a battle using one method may lose the next using the same one. Attachment breeds rigidity. Rigidity breaks. In life, attachment often appears as perfectionism, fear of change, or obsession with reputation. These states rob you of flexibility, and flexibility is survival. Detachment, on the other hand, creates freedom of movement. 3. Cultivating strategic detachment. How do you train yourself to act with intensity but without attachment? First, clarify your intention. Like Musashi, act from principle, not pride. Ask yourself, is this action aligned with my values, or is it a reaction to fear or desire? Second, practice non-attachment in small things. Let go of needing a perfect morning. Release the outcome of an email you sent. Detachment grows through repetition. Third, study the flow. Sun Tzu observed terrain, rhythm, momentum. The strategist doesn't fight the current, he writes it. Begin to see life not as a battlefield to control, but as a wave to navigate. Fourth, accept feedback without identity. Musashi faced challenges without flinching. He didn't need validation, he needed clarity. If a strike failed, he refined it, not because his ego was wounded, but because he served the way. 4. Confidence without clinging. Musashi's calm presence on the battlefield came from a rare blend, total focus and total freedom. He would strike with absolute confidence, but his identity wasn't tied to the result. This is power, to act without hesitation, but also without desperation. Sun Tzu spoke of shaping the field so the victory becomes inevitable, but he never assumed success. He stayed alert, detached, ready to shift when needed. Confidence without clinging means trusting your preparation, but not being crushed if things shift. It means having goals but not needing them to feel whole. 5. The paradox of detachment. How letting go creates impact. Here's the paradox. The more you cling to an outcome, the more likely you are to sabotage it. Musashi understood that tightness of mind leads to delay, and delay in battle means death. To die with the sword in your hand is to follow the way. He wrote, but he didn't seek death. He was simply unattached to it. Sun Tzu understood that panic leads to poor decisions. He trained his men to follow form, not emotion. Their discipline came from trusting the process, not from fear of failure. You, too, can build this muscle. Start with one goal. Refine your plan. Take action daily. but detach from how it must unfold. Let life move. Let strategy adjust. Let success come not from grasping, but from mastery. Final reflection. Let the blade move. You are not your victories. You are not your failures. You are the one who chooses, trains, adjusts, and acts. Let Musashi and Sun Tzu remind you, the strongest move is the one that needs nothing from the world but gives everything from within. That is true power. That is detachment. Did you like the story? Share with friends who'd enjoy it, and hit subscribe. Wishing you all the best.